Hello, welcome to the Tea Party Hardy channel. So it turns out CrowdStrike, the company hired by the DNC, Democratic National Convention, to show that their hard drives had been hacked back during the campaign of 2016, was, to say the least, hypothetical. Hidden over 2 years, Democratic cyber firms sworn testimony it had no proof of Russia hack of DNC. Now, what's interesting about this is it says that for 2 years, it was hidden for 2 years. But it really wasn't. Rush Limbaugh's been talking about this since the day it happened, because he kept asking, why haven't they turned over the hard drives to the FBI? Why is it that the FBI didn't demand them? You called us. You said it's been hacked. Let us do it. You called us. That's how this works, and we'll check it out. And they said, no, can't do it. So they didn't let them. So I have a question for you. How many times a day or a week do you hear, Trump's a liar, Trump's a liar? And how many times have you asked yourself, is Trump the liar or the people calling him a liar? Because it was, after all, the people that said and laughed at him when he said he was spied on during the campaign. And they're like, ha 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 ha, he wasn't spied on, Yes, he was. Yeah, he was. Ask Papadopoulos. Ask Lieutenant Colonel Flynn. He was absolutely spied on. Ask Mueller. It's in the Mueller report. And then you've got, he was accused and, oh my gosh, what's that guy's name that was held up in the embassy for so long? For holding all this information about the Russians for the attack on the DNC hard drives. But no, it never happened. I've got files on Michael Flynn, but I'm not going to cover that case. It's just too big of a can of worms. When it comes to Michael Flynn, and this is all tied in. This is all the same thing. Watergate covered the break-in to the DNC headquarters at the Watergate Hotel when Richard Nixon was president. And it exploded into not just the media coverage, but all these rabbit holes. And that's the same thing with Obamagate. And I wish he would have come up with a new name. It's like, no. Let's not piggyback it on Watergate. Let's just let it be its own. Because it stands to reason that the information that we will get revealed, again, most of us that follow this stuff already knew this stuff, but for the general public, should the mainstream media ever get off their duff and actually stop screaming Orange Man bad long enough to do their jobs, censored, that would be helpful. And you'll find out, we'll all find out, that all roads lead to Rome, and Rome is named after Barack Hussein Obama. The question is, will we pursue it? Or will we treat it like everything else? It's a Democrat, move on. Joe Biden physically assaulted a woman, we are told by the accuser. No, believe every woman. No, that's for Kavanaugh. Pay attention. Kavanaugh's a Republican. He's a conservative. Moving on. This is a Democrat. We don't do that. Did you not pay attention to Bill Clinton? We don't do that. We do not hold our own accountables. I don't know how hard that is to get through your heads. Sorry. So, we could treat this like that too. I did hear the question raised yesterday, which was, we don't go after ex-presidents. Even when we know they're naughty, we don't go after ex-presidents. Well, we've also, for the record, never stumbled a president before they're even sworn in and create a scenario. And Molly Hemingway covered this really nicely, as she does everything. What a writer. With the Russia going on, the Republicans lost the House on the grounds that Trump was a treasonous 25th Amendment crazy. I mean, the list was huge. And I ask you again, when you hear Trump's a lawyer, is he a liar, or is the people calling him a liar lying? Because if you want to talk 25th Amendment, Joe Biden, he is not mentally capable. Oh no, Trump is crazy, blah, blah, blah. You know what? Stable genius, dude. He's whooped you and he's still whipping you, and he's whipping you good. So, if the precedent is that we can steal minimum 3 years of a president's first term, completely stolen. He was bogged down in it. He was still able to do some amazing things, which, stable genius. And it was taken. And Nancy Pelosi became Speaker of the House because of the Russia hack of Russia. When none of it happened, as the Mueller report proved, and as these unclassified documents now tell everybody, for those who weren't paying attention already knew. But anyway, so the impeachment shouldn't have happened because Nancy Pelosi should have never been Speaker of the House again. None of that should have happened again. She should not have been able to leave her house with all that freaking ice cream that she loves so much. That cost $14 a pint. God bless her that she can enjoy it. But it was all taken away. So if we are not going to pick on a former president because of precedent, guys, new precedents are being set all over the place. And we've learned since Kavanaugh, minimally, you could go back to Bork for the Supreme Court just as easily and say, guys, they're not playing by the rules anymore. They haven't been playing by the rules since the 1980s. And who knows if they played by the rules then. But they definitely up front, in your face, have not been playing by the rules since then. So, should we go after an ex-president? Well, we didn't go after Hillary, and how did that pan out? Remember lock her up, and then they just blew it off? How'd that work out? The rule from Machiavelli. The rule... I'm just going to leave it at Machiavelli, because he's the one that... He didn't invent it, he just wrote it down. You have to decapitate those who come after you, because if you don't, they will grow stronger and they will come after you. We don't have banishment anymore. Banishment is the only alternative to decapitation, according to Machiavelli. And yeah, but that's not an option anymore. So, something to think about. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. And we'll see you in the future.